Oh my God. Delegates at the Libertarian Party National Convention get caught in a hot mic talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys egalitarians?
Sort of. Because I believe everybody has equal value. But I don't believe that everybody is equal.
Yeah, I mean, I bring it up in the context of, obviously there's genetic differences, there's IQ differences between individuals on a general curve, and to say right off the bat that you're going to put an Ashkenazi Jew, a white, an Asian, and a black next to each other and automatically assume they're the same, I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong, because there's averages and,
Right, exactly. Yeah, well, I mean, all right, so my joke about that is everybody talks about how black dicks are big.
What's bigger?
Black dicks.
Black dicks.
Dude, racists are never beating the allegations because they're too busy beating off to the allegations. Where's that, like, where is that one image? I can't show it on the stream, where it's like, no one, absolutely no one, absolutely not a single person on God's green earth. And then it's the white chud thinking of a black cock. Like, it's nonstop with these people. It's all sexual insecurity. This is the root of like all fascism. And I know we're at the Libertarian Convention, but like I said, Mises Caucus, if we could get IDs on these guys, by the way, I would love to know. I would bet anything, dollars to donuts, these guys are with the Mises Caucus 100%, the Hitlerite faction of the Libertarian National Convention, because real libertarians are obsessed with like Roswell and I want to believe and crypto or whatever. And these guys over here are discussing like racial IQ and cock sizes. Incredible stuff. Well, let's see where we go with this one,
It's okay.
So,
And Asian dicks are small, right?
small, right? You know what the average, do you know what the difference is on an average? Half an inch.
Stereotypes are earned, they're not given.
Right.
So all of these things that we have as jokes and memes and whatnot, they got to where they are because people just kind of agreed on them, maybe subconsciously. So, even though it's half an inch, blacks still have bigger people.
This guy's literally like, I am in online communities where black dick is the subject of constant attention and scrutiny, and as a consequence of that, the stereotypes have been embedded for a reason. Incredible shit. Incredible shit. Why does everyone talk about racial size stereotypes and not about racial size stereotypes? Nobody brings up the actual genuine like body construction difference between black and white people, which is the black butt phenomena. It's been discussed at length in black media, and I just think that like people like they're too afraid to say it. Genuine. I'm actually going to put forward an element of genuine like measureheadist racial theory, advanced racial theory, and I think it's because white racists obsess over black cock because they are fetishizing their sexual insecurity. This is a sexual insecurity that can be traced back like literal centuries, escaped slaves being castrated, the persistent fear that an escaped slave would go and immediately like bed a white woman, the fear of the animalistic sexual prowess of the black man. The white man cowers in fear of this, I suppose, in this imagined reality. But in spite of the fact that, and I apologize if this is insensitive, I've gotten a lot of heat for stuff in the past that I didn't think was controversial, but apparently was. But, hopefully this isn't one of them. If you line averages up, and I have, in my day-to-day life, the people that I've been with, black girls have fatter asses by like a lot. If you actually do the numbers on dick size differences or whatever, it's pretty negligible. A lot of it is literally just porn stereotyping that people run away with. But if we're talking like ass fatness, I don't know, right there. People, liberals are always saying race isn't real, but have they looked at asses lately? No, dialing it back slightly. I think they don't talk about that as much. And I think that's because fixating on the black dick is a fetishization of their sexual insecurity, but talking about the butt size thing takes away from their obsession with elevating white women as the apex of feminine beauty. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's this dynamic there where it's like, you know, there are specific elements of like racial stereotyping we'll engage with because it's convenient for us in a sexual and political and psychological level. But on the other side of things, like, we don't want to take away from the like eulogization or like the like mythologization of the white woman as the apex of beauty. That's not true. Brazil has fat asses of all colors. Okay, but yeah, but Brazil is the country that makes your ass fat. Let me lazily stereotype. Is anyone really gonna get mad at me for saying with the fat ass thing? Come on. I'm not let's not come after me for this one. This is meant, look, in the spirit of brotherly love, okay? I love all people, all right? Don't come at me right now.
Right, exactly. But
Black hip-hop artists are always going on and on about fat-ass black chicks. They call them bitches. I would never refer to a woman with that word. But when a little white boy says it, you know, everyone gets mad. I'm just listen. I've listened and I've learned, and I'm just repeating what I've heard.
but that's on average. But you take a random black woman and put her next to
Clench your butt while walking up the stairs to make your ass grow. I don't know if you're repeating me saying that or if you're independently arriving at that conclusion, but unironically, yes, that's not even a joke. If you clench your butt and use your glute muscles while walking up the stairs, you actually can genuinely have more of a bubble butt, like just like that if you keep doing that. Not a joke. Your quads are the main muscle doing the work when you go upstairs, but your quads are massive and very efficient at moving you, so it doesn't take your quads that much effort to walk up the stairs. But if you use your glutes primarily, your glutes, while very large, aren't as strong and aren't as they're not in as good of a position leverage-wise to move you upstairs. So if you invoke those, they have to do more work, and that's how you get a fat butt for no work.
it may not be there.
Look, and that's one of the issues with a multicultural society is that you can't do individualism on a scale of 330 million, right?
Right.
You have to categorize, you have to do averages. It's just not efficient. It's not possible to do it on an individual scale. And that's why
You can't do multiculturalism, folks. Some people have different dick sizes, you know? You can't... How are we... I like... And this is specifically in the context of them talking about cock size. So this is literally like, bro, you have to stereotype cock size. You can't just, like, look at a big crowd of guys and not know what their dick sizes are. You have to look at a black guy and go, man, I bet that guy's really hung. This is really important for society. Like, it's really necessary for civilization, for the white man's Western civilization to thrive. You need to be able to look at a black guy and go, that guy's really hung, I bet. And like, that's normal, and this is normal, and this is how society thrives. Roman Empire, this is how they did it.
hear politicians talk about the black community and the Hispanic community, right?
Microphone one.
Madam Chair, I believe that the microphones are picking up private conversation.
Oh my God. I would end it all. I would end it all if I was it's too much. It's too much. They really let them continue for like 2 minutes before stopping them. Yeah, Mr. Bush, sir, the Discord server leaked. Holy shit.
They might need to be cut.
Microphone one.
Oh, yeah.
He's picking up you.
You hear me?
God, man. This is, again, just to be clear, this isn't like a random convention. This is the Libertarian National Convention. That is the level that they are on here. Okay? Like, Gary Johnson got 3% of the vote. Did you not hear that sound? I did, and I don't know what to say about it. Who runs the Libertarian National Convention? The Libertarian Party? Have you never talked to right-wingers IRL? This is what they talk about all the time. I mean, you joke, but like, genuinely, if you go on Poll or any 4chan, like any like edgy online... I'm too old to say like, oh yeah, edgy Discord server or whatever, because I don't really use Discord socially, except I'm just in my server, I guess. But I bet if you went there as well, it's all race interracial cuckold. And trans people. Yeah. straight insecure guys are more obsessed with black cock than white twinks on Grindr. Yeah, to be clear, I don't think these guys are gay for being obsessed with black cock. I just think they're racist. You know, once again, like and this is one of those things, people laugh at me when I say this because they're like, how do you know? You're always online. You're like a porn addict. And it's like, bro, you need like 10 seconds of internet experience to know this. Interracial porn is produced by and for racists. If you look at interracial porn that is drawn, it is never, ever drawn. Racial fetishization porn, where it's like how a black man, a white woman, like, oh, this is like a thing, you know, is never drawn by egalitarian-minded people. It is always people who are like acting out on like the racial stereotypes that they have in their head for black people. It's always, always, always the white racist. Every time, like zero exceptions. It's crazy. I don't think anyone else has a interest in interracial porn. I don't get it. I've like the fact that interracial is a term on its own is like really weird. We don't say like intersexual if it's a guy girl. Like people other races all the time, like Hispanic and black. I never thought of it as like interracial sex. Like I'm kissing a black girl and like, oh my God, this is so hot. I'm doing interracial kissing. It's just kissing. What are you talking about? You know, it's not, the fact that it's a category in and of itself is entirely a product of the obsession with race play. And that's a right-wing thing, you know? I know one artist, but it's interracist, or sorry, I think you mean interracial for inclusion reasons, not like as a fetish. Oh yeah, you can see drawings online of like just normal, like just different races of people having sex, but it's not interracial like kink porn or whatever if they're being treated normally, and that shit isn't like a kink. It's not being treated as a like weird outlet for sexual insecurity for white men. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. According to Pornhub, boomers 58% more interested in trans porn than younger demographics. Well, in fairness, that's because if you're young these days, you can just like go to the local function and trans person. You know, so boomer, like if you you know, if you're a boomer, you know, it's a little harder. But if you're young these days because of the woke left and everything, yeah, it's not as much of a taboo really, or anything, you know. It's when the race becomes the point that it becomes problematic. Look, if you're like a left-leaning couple and you're into race play, I don't like live your shit. I'm not gonna police you. I'm not a Maoist, like you know, drumming my fingertips against the like stun gun that I have pulled from my belt while entering your bedroom, waiting, like making sure that you're engaging in proper revolutionary coitus. I don't give a shit. All I know is that like all the right-wing edgy online spaces are filled with interracial shit, and all the interracial porn I've ever seen online in any capacity has been racist right-wing shit. So like I like it, but if you're doing that shit interpersonally, like yeah, man, whatever. I don't care. Whatever gets you off. Race play when it's too leftist is like the same as gender play, I am out. Yeah. You know, whatever makes you happy, okay?